Hi, Luis. Thanks for the time today. Let's talk about transformation in insurance space and how that's evolving. You've been working with a lot of insurance clients and more generally FS clients. There's been quite a seismic shift in technology, in regulatory changes, customer expectations. How do you see the C-suite members of FS and insurance sector evolving around that?
Yeah, it's absolutely evolving. Transformation insurance is no longer about just upgrading technology or developing new systems or even redesigning processes. It's actually about creating organizations that are fundamentally agile and adaptable to change, both structurally and culturally, so people can basically embrace change as and when it comes.
Especially with AI, for example, it's changing almost on a daily basis. So organizations really have to understand how they look at their people as well to bring along them on the journey.
Yeah, absolutely. Every day things are changing with AI, and absolutely people need to be able to adapt.
When you look at the data across the market, do you see that playing out, this transformation change?
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing that in the data from our transformation index, that nearly 40% of transformation leaders now consider transformation as continuous improvement at scale rather than just a one-off event that ends in 3 or 5 years' time. You're basically curating that structure of change that happens ongoing forevermore.
Yeah.
It shows that our leaders are now thinking long-term rather than just what can I get out of the next 3 years.
What are the major challenges that you see C-suite is experiencing when they approach all these problems?
There are leaders out there that are saying the transformations are succeeding, but many admit that there are some real difficult challenges that they need to overcome. One of those is shifting entrenched behaviors. It's often a forgotten about thing, the behavioral change that's needed you can't just go and do the process and the tech bit, but actually you need to shift people's behaviors in how they adopt these new systems and how they think about the work that they do. The other is proving impact. So actually making sure that you have a system in place of how you are tracking and realizing the benefits to know whether you're on track. And then the third is around upskilling. So not forgetting about the new technical capability that you're putting in, but actually how are the people that are receiving this going to use and make the most out of the tech that you're putting in.
100% agree.
Is there anything that comes to mind for you?
All of those points also resonate with me. I think probably 2 more points. I think with so many changes happening, funding becomes quite a big complex issue. To keep looking at all the initiatives while also being innovative.
Absolutely, yeah.
And the second thing is making sure board are on board and they have proper buy-in in all the initiatives and the change happening, because I think that's one stakeholder group which is always looking forward, but then you have organizations looking inward at the same time. So balancing that both acts. So I guess the next question is then, what should leaders do to overcome these challenges?
A couple of things come to mind, particularly when thinking about those entrenched behaviors. This is often due to cultural norms and leadership behaviors that are embedded in the organization. And actually what we can do is actually look to shift these through leadership behavior training. So actually, how do we set up some workshops and take leaders through what are the behaviors that they should be exhibiting in the new world in order to lead from the top and actually help to transform the rest of the organization. But the other thing is also the peer mentoring. So how can we set up change networks or transformation networks, whatever you want to call them, but actually having that embedded across the organization with all the different groups of people. And again, you put them through some training and have regular comms with them to basically embed change from within, and they are the real champions of your transformation.
Which proves the point that transformation is not about system change, it's also about people change as well.
100%. People react and lead people. So, you have to bring the people on the journey if you want to be a success.
So thank you so much, Luis, for giving all the insights. I really enjoyed the conversation.
Thanks, Ankit. Great conversation.